I have so much adrenaline. Hey guys, it's Seven, and as a lot of you know, if you guys follow me on Snapchat, yesterday was actually the day I went to my Panic at the Disco concert, and honestly, it was the most amazing experience of my life. Before I start the storytime video and tell you all about it, as a lot of you know, I'm talking very fast, I'm very jumpy, I'm using my hands a lot. That is because I'm in full on adrenaline right now. I'm literally so hyper. It's just running through my head. It's it doesn't feel real in my head, so it just kind of you have to deal with it. You have to deal with a very hyper Seven today. So yeah, I'm gonna be telling you guys basically what had happened throughout, and share videos with you guys going along with each of the parts I tell you guys. So this may be a little bit of a long video. Really depends on how much storage my phone can take. So yeah, let's get right into it. If you guys know, the concert yesterday from Panic at the Disco is actually in Mansfield, Massachusetts, which is basically in Boston. I don't live near Boston at all. I live 3 hours away, so that was a very long drive, a very silent drive as well. But at least I brought my headphones. I was able to listen to music for a long time. Car rides are usually my favorite thing to do when we go different places, so it was kind of good for me, mostly because I like to listen to my music, not because I like to sit in the car and stare at that freaking tree forest, but because I like to listen to my music and chill out. So it was about a 3-hour drive, a very long drive. It felt like much longer than it could have been. And we finally made it to our hotel, which is actually, I think we stayed at the Best Western hotel place. And we stayed there. It was sort of a small hotel, but we didn't really mind. We were staying there after the concert overnight. And we got there, and it was about 3 or 3:30. And we unpacked and got ready. First thing we did, because the last time we went to my Panic concert, we weren't able to eat. We were literally an hour from the concert, and we were all thinking, even if we eat right now, it's going to take them an hour and a half to get our order and then serve it. So at this one, we went early so that we were able to eat. And the concert was at 7, and we made it there at 4. So because we made it there at 4, we had enough time to eat because the restaurant we went to was actually super fast. We ate, and because, do you ever get that feeling that you're so excited to the point where you just can't eat anything? Because I did that my first concert and this concert. So I ate rarely anything, but I was okay. After the restaurant, we left, and we went to this little area because we had lots of time left. Trust me, we had so much time to spare. And we walked around this little mall section of a place, near restaurant, with restaurants and, different, stores, Label Shopper, and, different kind of, clothing stores, Loft and stuff. We walked in different stores for, a little bit, and then we decided, okay, we don't have any rain ponchos, because trust me, it looked like it was going to rain when we were standing around. It took us a little bit to actually find where a poncho would be, but then we found one at Walgreens, which is pretty good. And the Walgreens was literally right across the street from our hotel, so we were able to go right to our hotel and get ready. After we got our ponchos, we drove over to the hotel and we got ready. I just put on some cover up and basically was it. And I put my Panic shirt on and my shorts on, and I put my Vans on, and I was basically ready. My friend, if you guys know, I brought it up in my group chat. There's a girl named Dan, which is actually Megan. I met her at the concert, and it was absolutely amazing. She's the sweetest girl ever. I'm so happy I met her because we literally planned this ahead for months, and we literally planned it out. We're my mom's gonna take a video. It's gonna be awesome. But no, that's not what happened. Megan got there super early. She got there about 5 o'clock, and we were still at this kiosk section. And we were about to go there. So once we were ready, it was about 5:30ish, and it was 40 minutes to get there because of traffic. It would have normally been 20 minutes, but it was traffic, so it was 40. And when we read that it was going to be 40 minutes, we're oh my god, this is going to be so long, we have to leave now. It ended up being like literally 28 minutes because we had to there was 2 lines. There was like these cones that directed you, and basically so it was like 2 lines for concert. So we went to the right line, we made it through and went down. It was like sections of parking, like for example there was like section A, section B, and section C. And basically we parked in section B. We found our parking place and we went to walk to the Xfinity Center, which is actually where the concert was. The walk there was very confusing because everyone was tailgating. If you don't know what tailgating is, it's basically where you like have a barbecue or just hang out in like the little parking lot area until the concert happens. We decided to leave because we didn't really have anything to do except for just sit there on our phones. And we wanted to save our phones for the concert, so we walked to the Xfinity Center. So once we actually made it to the Xfinity Center, we got our tickets checked out, which you'll know why this is like this when I tell you about it. But like we got our tickets checked and we walked in. And this is where I met Megan. So me and Megan had this big plan where our mom would like film it. No, that's not what happened. I was walking up a hill with my parents as they were getting their beers and their drinks and stuff while I was standing there as a polite little kid. And all of a sudden I feel something hug me from the side and I say, "Holy crap, I'm being literally mugged or kidnapped right now." I started freaking out and I looked down to my shoulder and it was her. She scared the absolute crap out of me. She gave me one of those hugs where it's like this and she like held on to me and I was like, I stood there for like a split second before I looked over and it was her hugging me and she gave me like the most innocent eyes and she was so cute and adorable and she was the sweetest girl ever. She's honestly my best friend, and if I didn't meet her that would have been really upsetting because we planned this for so long. And when I realized it was her, I gave her like a full-on hug because like honestly, when you meet your internet best friend you've known for almost a year, you have to hug them. So I hugged her. We were all happy. It was amazing. And we ended up not being too far away from each other at the concert. So we took some pictures together. I'll pop up a picture right here. And after we took pictures together, we finally are off to the stadium where they were performing. So I thought our seats would be pretty far away. I thought they'd be like super far away, but actually they were pretty close for what I expected for a level 12 seat. Because my first concert, you could just stand wherever you wanted to, but this one was like pretty specific. Megan was sitting in section 7, which is a little bit closer, but I didn't want to be that close. And I was in section 12, which was directly in the middle in section V, which was actually straight in front of the concert stadium thingy, so I could see directly forward. The only thing with sitting far away is that you don't get the best videos, but you can get audio and somewhat of a video. I got a couple videos, I'll show you guys them a little bit later once I tell you the songs and stuff. But I sat there for a little while and there were a couple bands that played. There was this band called Andrew McCannon in the Wilderness. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his last name. He wasn't expected to be there, but he was kind of like one of those performances that was there for the tailgaters. So basically anyone who was tailgating could wait for this band to leave and that would give them a signal to go to the stadium. So they performed for like the hour or so. They were really good. I thought they were a really good band. If you ever want to check them out, I guarantee you should check them out. I might pop up a video after this, but yeah, they were really cool. They actually interacted with fans. They gave them a parachute because I think the singer was actually gay and he was showing that even though you're gay, you should be able to be who you are. So he gave these fans behind me, like directly behind me, a parachute to hold up with a whole bunch of colors on it. And he went up the stairs of the stage and he like ran through the stage with the kids in it. And they were all going crazy. All the like VIPs were like running with him down to the stage. So yeah, that basically happened with his band, and I might pop up a video after this. So after them, they shut the curtains for like a pretty like direct amount of time. They had these little screens on like near the stage that kind of like showed you what the stage looked like, so like fans who are far away can actually see what is going on the stage. And they really just shut the things and then they played music on the screens. Like, for example, they played like Team by Lord and like Irresistible by Fall Out Boy, which got the fans yelling. And once they were all set up, the curtains opened, and I got a little section of what their entrance looked like, so you guys can see it. After the huge entrance, Brendan walked out, and the whole world went crazy, and they started to play Don't Threaten Me With a Good Time, which this song was so good live, by the way. If you're ever seeing them, get ready for their first song, because Don't Threaten Me With a Good Time is a really good song that they play live. I just realized that. But they played that song first, and it was amazing. They literally played it super well, and everyone was so into it. It kind of went silent after the big entrance, because it was the Death of a Bachelor entrance. If you guys are going to their concert, you'll know what I mean. But it's really hard to see what's going on in that little video I just put in there. It's basically a car driving. It's like the Death of a Bachelor car driving. And in the end, it jumps into the pool that is on the Death of a Bachelor thing. And it's just sitting there. And then he walks out. So then they started instantly playing Don't Threaten Me With a Good Time. And it was amazing. I really liked it. They played a whole bunch of songs. I could probably name them. They played Don't Threaten Me With a Good Time, This Is Gospel, Hallelujah, Golden Days, Crazy Equals Genius. They played 9 in the Afternoon, Bohemian Rhapsody, LA Devotee, which is my favorite, Ballad of Mona Lisa, Emperor's New Clothes. They played a lot of their album. Victorious, they played that. They played a lot of their new album because it's their new album along with Weezer. So they played that for a long time. I can probably shoot in a couple videos after this of what their songs looked like. If I had to choose my favorite song that they performed, it'd probably be LA Devotee, because that song was super great live. I really like that song live. He did really well with it. But after I shoot up the videos, I'm going to tell you what happened with this. Before I tell you about the ticket incident, I'm actually going to tell you this cute little thing. Before This Is Gospel, he actually told us about Spencer. He told us how he wrote the song for Spencer, which I knew before he even had to say it. Before the song came out, and when he originally put it out there, I kind of knew it was about Spencer because it was right after he left and went to rehab. If you guys don't know about Spencer, he actually went to rehab because of alcohol use. He went to sobriety, I think it's called, and he just had to take a break. He left Panic. He was the drummer, and Brendan wrote a song called This Is Gospel for Spencer, and he was telling us about it, and it was so cute. And he did another speech where he was talking about, if anyone tells you who you should be, then just say whatever you say. I'll put the video up. And he was telling us how this was his fantasy, this was his dream since he was little. And I'm gonna bring up those videos because I thought they were absolutely adorable.
What I believe, when they try to tell you who you are, you say, "Fuck you." Which is cool, but this is the fucking best thing ever. I dreamed about this when I was a kid. This is my ultimate fantasy, being able to perform. And until the day comes where I'm too old to do a fucking gimmicky backflip like that, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
The lighting changed a lot because the sun's going down, so I'm just gonna sit back here so you guys can see me correctly, so I don't look like this. But now that you guys have seen the videos, I'm gonna explain to you what happened here. So, you know how I said we needed ponchos? Well, the guy in the line said, "Oh, it's not gonna rain," so we were still prepared. We brought ponchos. It rained so hard. It didn't rain as hard as it could have. It was lightning in the distance, and it was thundering right after the show ended. But every single time a song ended, it would lightning in the distance or lightning over the stage. I might have a video at the end with it actually lightning. You guys can see what happened there. But this was in my pocket the whole entire time. I wasn't wearing my poncho during Panic. I wore it during Weezer though. And I think that was kind of a bad idea because my other tickets for my other Panic at the Disco concert is right there over my finger. And this one, that one's so much straighter than this one because this one actually was folded in my pocket. And because it got wet, it all seeped together. And when I took it apart, there was like a hole here. There's like a whole bunch of crumbles in it. But like it's still good enough to hang on my wall. It's still a good souvenir because it lets me know that it rains on that day. So it rains, but still got the ticket. And once I realized that I should have worn my poncho, wear a poncho at your concert because this is what happens to your tickets when you don't. So yeah. So once Panic was done, I was wearing my poncho. We all were like going to the bathroom. And a lot of people left actually, which I was pretty shocked about because Weezer's a really good band, and I don't know why you would go to something that says Panic and Weezer on it if you're not going to stay for Weezer. I'm not going to judge anyone who didn't stay for Weezer, but I really liked Weezer live. They were really amazing, and I haven't experienced Weezer yet, but they're on my top like 10 list of my favorite bands. They're honestly an amazing band and I love them so much. Seeing them live was like a super new experience for me. My favorite song from them was Buddy Holly. It's pretty original, but that song was really good live and they were really good. They played many songs and they were just so amazing. They're both amazing. And Brendan also made a little speech after when they were about to finish and they started playing Victorious. I didn't get a video of it, but he was like, "I'm such a fanboy backstage when it comes to seeing like Brendan," and like it's like it was the funniest thing. He's like, I get like such a fanboy when I see Weezer, and I always be like, "Can I get you these beautiful waters and like beautiful like towels?" Like he just like so cute, and I didn't get a video of it sadly, but like he's so cute, and I love him so much. And, yeah, I actually have a clip of Buddy Holly, which I really love a lot, so here you guys go. I had to bring this up of the whole entire like concert where actually I Write Sins on Tragedies, The Death of a Bachelor. Brendan did the funniest things. As you all know, when you say whore and I Write Sins on Tragedies, I don't really like to say that kind of stuff on my channel, but when he says whore and I Write Sins on Tragedies, he goes, "Yeah!" And it's like so cute. And in Death of a Bachelor, if you guys know the lyrics, he goes, "Maybe I lost weight," and when he does that, he goes, and it's so funny, so I'll put the clips here.
I don't look the same. Maybe I lost weight. I'm ready to keep magic. As I'm facing confusion in church corridor, and I get out my tears. I get up at the gym and exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding! What a beautiful wedding! To surprise me to more ways, but what a shame!
basically that was my concert experience. If you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. To support me even more, hit that subscribe button right there. It really means a lot to me. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you all. Bye, guys.